Hey guys, how you doing? Sorry about the delay there in the start. The camera was kind of off to the side and had weird headroom going on. So I just want to pop in and say hi really quick to everybody. Hi there, replay people. Thank you for coming and watching us. What we're doing. So a couple things coming on. Obviously, we have the EMLC coming up. Hey Mark. Hey man. Hey Coco. We have the EMLC coming up this in this May. Excited about that coming on. But the other thing I have coming up personally is I'm going to be going to the emergency management training that FEMA puts on. It's the Executive Academy. Hey, Craig, how's it going? It's the Executive Academy. I'm really excited about going to that. We will be. I'm going to be in DC on the 28th until the end of that week over there. So if anybody's in the DC area, I'd like to get together. I would love to meet up with you guys. So I'm excited about that. Thank you, Coco Man. It's good to see you. Hey, how are things up there in Canada? Hopefully it's getting warmer than it has been. So anyway, exciting stuff going on there. I know that we are heading into spring. It's beautiful weather here in Southern California. The birds are chirping, the flowers are out. People are driving all over the place to see the flowers and whatnot here, the bloom, the desert bloom, as you will. And one of the cool things that's coming out of this is that it's gorgeous. However, storms are still happening, and the Midwest is still getting pummeled. They had some weather issues this week, and they're still recovering from that disaster. And then, of course, somebody posted the other day we're something like 50 days away from hurricane weather, or 50, something like that. It seems a little shorter than that, longer than that. But anyway, we still got that to think about. Hey, Chris, plane crash in Fullerton. I didn't hear about that. Man, that's right down the street from me. I have to take a look at this. Cessna, by the way, most likely, small plane airport. Hopefully no one was killed. And if you could let us know if you know that information, that'd be great to update. But yeah, so disasters are going to happen. And so as emergency managers, we always have to be prepared. As first responders, we always have to be prepared to respond to those. And like Craig just said, there was a plane crash today, not too far away from my house. So that being said, I think one of the things that we could do well as emergency managers and as not scare people into preparing for disasters. And what I mean by that is that we come off saying, "Oh, from the top down, have your disaster kit, or you will die." Right? I think it has to be more along the lines of, how can you have stuff ready for your family in case something happens, in a nicer way, right? And so I like the idea of the disaster resilient communities and using programs like what I used when I was at Seal Beach with the Neighbor for Neighbor program, where we get into the neighborhoods and have neighbors helping neighbors, those type of programs. And I think that's really important because disasters are going to happen. And although those of us that used to be or still are first responders, we like to say we're first responders, but realistically, let's be real about it. We're always the second group of people on scene. The first responders really are those that are here, your neighbors, those are just up the street, from you, those that stop by to help out. And we had an incident this week where a guy was stabbing a lady. 3 people kind of interrupted that. He gets in a car, gets in a crash, runs down the road. And the person who actually subdued that guy was somebody, a bystander on a bicycle that had pepper spray. So don't forget that on that aspect of it. So anyway, everybody, guys, it's been 4 minutes. I'm going to pop out of here. I always like to keep these pretty short, but don't forget, disasters always happen. How do we make our citizens and our residents that we care for and we are in charge of, how do we get them disaster ready? And I think that using the concept of disaster resiliency is really going to work. So everybody, thank you for spending this time with me today. All you repeat people, thank you for watching again. And as Mackenzie likes to say, stay hydrated.